We tested the Margaritaville at Sea casino program to see if it's worth your time, your money, and your play. What we found might surprise you. Let's talk about it.
Monkey love, oh monkey love, travel. Packing bags, let's hit the gravel.
Welcome to Monkey Love Travel. My name is Jason, and we tested the Margaritaville Sea Islander Casino. So we played in the casino, we tested the perks, and we've checked the comps. You're going to find out if one, the comps are worth it, the discounts are worth it, and are we going to earn future cruises on how we played. So, how the casino program for Margaritaville at Sea works is first you need to sign up with the host when you get on the ship. That's a must. It's the only way you're going to be active to play in the casino and earn rewards on their casino program. So be sure to stop in at the host. You're going to receive a separate card because they don't use the same card as your room key and, charging things to your account. So you need a separate card. So make sure you get that, and you can then put that in the machine. You'll start earning your points. The points work. It's $5 cycled through the machine for every 1 point. So I got this directly off the website, and it gives you your information for the different levels. I will be sure to leave that in the description below so you can quickly access it. So there are 4 tiers. It's going to be bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. And each tier has different levels that you can earn comps or rewards at, or perks. Let's use perks as the best example. But along with that, there is a cumulative perk reward system, and there is points needed in a day that you can achieve other perks if you get so many points in a day. For example, if you get to 400 points in one single day, and that would put you into the silver category, you could receive things like reward points for redemption for free play, a free cruise, free play offers, comp drinks in the casino. Now, one thing about that, when we were on our last cruise, and this was just in July, we signed up for our card, we got in there, we started playing, and the drinks were already part of our package deal. So we didn't have to spend an additional, certain amount of money to get a certain amount of points. It was just already included. So be sure to check when you're on your next cruise if it may already be included. You can also get one free bingo session, exclusive casino promotion offers and events, and free fare for a third guest. Now, that will obviously be on a future cruise, but that's just for getting to silver. So already you're looking at these perks are pretty good. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to kind of review how it went for us. What did we earn? How much time did we play in the casino? And is it worth us to capitalize on any future comps for them? So, like I said before, we were in the casino. We got our cruise card, our casino card, and we started playing. We noticed that a lot of the games are somewhat older games. We didn't find too many of the newer games like you'd find on other ships or in land-based casinos. We did see a lot of the games were not quite maintained at a level where they should. The buttons were missing the labels. You didn't know what the denominations were. I mean, that's kind of minor stuff that they will fix, and maybe they've already fixed those. When we were on, the casino program had just had its full revamp, and they just started rolling it out. So, I wouldn't be surprised if there's already a change in games and all that by the time you see this video. We made a conscious decision that while we were in there playing, that we were only going to play like a casual gamer or casual gambler would. Always go in with your budget, never go over your budget, and make sure you play responsibly. I can't stress that enough. You don't want to break the bank chasing any jackpot or anything like that just to save yourself a few bucks on a casino deal, because you might end up spending a lot more and not using the program to your advantage. So we ended up only spending around $600, and that is with the money we've won back in the casino. So out of pocket, we spent about $400 of our own money. The rest was money that we won from the machines and cycled back. So where does that put us? So that put us into the bronze level. So that's their base level. 1 to 400 point or 399 points in one day will put you in the bronze level. If you get 400 points in one day, uh, you will be put in the silver level, right? Accumulative, it's from 0 to 999 is still bronze. 1,000 cumulative is silver. And what I mean by cumulative is, if you do multiple cruises and you're at 1,000 points, then you're going to be in the silver. But if you're doing the tiers in one day, they're going to rank you up faster, quicker. Again, I will put the information, the sheet in the link below, in the description below, so you'll have all that and you can access it. So the reason why we chose to only play as a casual gamer is we wanted to basically test this new program out to find out, okay, if I'm only going in with a little bit of money, is it really going to be worth it for me to sign up for the player's card? My answer to that is a resounding yes. Okay, and the reason I say that is, okay, multiple things here. One, when we have to go on, when we want to go on a cruise on the Islander or the Paradise, for that reason, we do need to fly. Here in Maryland, we have to fly pretty much most places to cruise, especially out of Florida. Obviously, we always fly in the day early, but what we found out is, finishing in the bronze level, I talked to them just yesterday. We have earned an interior comp on any 7-day cruise, redeemable through September 2026. So the little bit of money that we spent has already earned us an interior cabin, which honestly I was kind of surprised at. But that goes to show you how seriously they're taking their program and what they're willing to put out to get you to experience their product. So, I mean, even with our limited availability to be able to do so and the limited amount of ships, that's pretty good. And once they add the beachcomber in, that's going to give you a third option to get on a different ship. Once they announce once they announce where that ship's going to be sailing from, I believe it might be Galveston, but that's unconfirmed. Again, that'll just give you a third option for sailing and using their perks. They're getting ready when they take over for that ship and they start, amplifying it. I wouldn't be surprised to put a lot of the new machines in. But we'll find out next year. We'll actually find out in a couple weeks where they're going to be sailing out of. But like I said, some of the perks we received while we were on the ship and playing in the program is we got the free drinks right away. You just show them your card, they add it and come back, and there is zero bill. And make sure you tip your servers. Now, a little tip here is, if you're going to use that perk, you can't go to the bar and order it yourself. You have to wait for one of their servers to come around and check on you. That's the only way you're going to get that perk. So make sure you tip your servers. They work very hard. A little shout out to iKatoot, who took great care of us in the casino while we were there. So thank you very much. Now, we did not experience any of the onboard perks at the time, just because I believe our level of play just wasn't there. But for spending the little bit of money that we did and already having the opportunity for an interior cabin in the future, it's going to save us quite a bit of money, honestly. And then you have the option to do that again. Now, if you're someone who lives in Florida and has the opportunity to sail regularly, then a bigger budget and more strategic gameplay might be extremely beneficial to you. I have a friend, Chris Fantini. He has a fantastic channel. He talks about cruising on comps for, for less. He always goes over, breaks it down in detail on how much he spent and his theory on what games to play. So shout out to Chris Fantini. Check him out over at Fantiniastic. Tell him Jason sent you over here at Monkey Love Travel. Um, if you want some deeper knowledge on how the casinos work, he's your guy. I did feel that the machines were a little tight. Maybe that was just because it was one of the first 2 weeks that the program launched and they were still feeling it out. But that's going to change per ship and it's probably going to change per day. Some people were lucky, but that's gambling for you. What are you going to do? Again, my strategy is to bet low or bet 1% of what I'm putting into the machine. So if I'm putting $200 in, I'll play $2. $3. You get the point. My other tip here is if you want to know how many points that you are getting while you're on the machine, I would check with the casino host to maybe they can show you how to see your points on the system, and they can probably just tell you how many points you've accumulated just by your gameplay on the ship. That's all tracked, obviously, but touch base with your casino host, and if you have any questions, make sure you ask them. So overall, do I think the Margaritaville Sea Islander Margaritaville at Sea casino program is worth it? Absolutely. Um, it's how we are able to cruise 5 6 times a year. We utilize other casino programs to do the same thing. Again, with the limited availability with ships, um, I don't believe that it's worth it for us to uh, gamble what we do on other ships just for the sheer reason there's not enough availability. The other programs, there's a lot more ships, a lot more options to utilize your comps on. For us, since we're flying, it's not the most economical choice for us. So make sure you're factoring that in when you're doing these trips, these trips, and planning your budget. If you are, like I said, if you're in Florida, I think it makes a lot of sense. If you're someone who can get to this port to Tampa, rather quickly, then it's definitely going to be worth it for you to have a little bit higher budget to get you into the balcony cabins and see what the bigger perks are. The higher you go, the better it is. So the ultimate tide rollers, it says it unlock an even higher tier of rewards, one that gets better over time with industry first rewards. The new easiest ever to qualify. Players earn tier status immediately upon sign up or can qualify by cumulative casino play over 12 months. New easy breezy status achievement. Guests move through 4 levels, like I said, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum, faster than any other cruise line. The new Best in Cruise comps, each tier unlocks escalating perks like complimentary cruises, the Best Beverage program at sea, complimentary specialty dining, spa credits, and more. They also have new cocktails and cards. The new program also introduces Margaritaville at Sea signature boat drinks, ice cold beer, and tropical cocktails as free drinks to eligible casino guests while actively playing. Goes on to say new industry leading status match. All verified casino statuses, whether land based or from another cruise line, is recognized as Margaritaville at Sea and will be matched with an exclusive set of offers before guests even step foot aboard. Whether it's your first time at sea or you're an experienced cruiser, Margaritaville at Sea recognizes and rewards players with its new industry leading match program. I can say, now we did not book this on a casino match program. We booked this under our travel agent reduced fee program. But when I contacted the ahead of time when they launched this, they said since we were already booked, they couldn't do anything as far as the casino match program goes. But what they did do is they gave us some perks preparing to play in the casino. Gave us $50 of slot credit, and then they gave us two $25 match plays, in which that is basically, if you wanted to play a table game, if you put $50 down, if you put $25 down, they matched it with 25. So essentially your bet is 25 or $50. That it was great. I put it down. I played doing roulette. I played I played odd and even, and one of them won, and I walked away with $50 cash instead of just free play. So I got my $50 cash, and since we're slot players, we went back to playing slots. It worked out for us. So for a quick rating, if we're talking the perks, and then if we're talking the game selection, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 for the perks. As it stands right now, and for what we've achieved for as little as we played, it's fantastic. The perks are gonna be there if we play more, and we're definitely looking forward to getting on the ship again when it can fit into our schedule. Now for the game selection, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 on the game selection. I think for what we like to play, it was missing some of those really fun games that we like to play. Now that is a mix of high volatility and low volatility, but there was a lot of games in there I'd never heard of. But that just might be my inexperience with, because we don't gamble on land-based casinos. We only gamble on cruises for the rewards. But that just might be my inexperience on maybe the older ships. A lot of the ships that we've been on have a lot of the new games and already in the casinos. So again, 3 out of 5 for the choice of games. The table games look to be packed every day. So I can't really give you a true review on the table games, because I only played the roulette that one time and then we moved on. But if you're thinking about, sailing the Margaritaville Sea, and you're, looking to try out the casino program, drop your questions and comments below. If you've already done it, let us know how it went for you. And be sure to like and subscribe for more cruise reviews and insider tips. We've got them coming, and we plan on bringing you everything that we experience. So again, please hit that like and subscribe button. And if you'd like to see the room, now we stayed in a fantastic wake view balcony cabin, and I'll put that up right here for you to check out. Until next time, seize the day.
Monkey love, oh monkey love, travel. Pack your bags, let's hit the gravel.